Sketch the graph for the following functions and state 1 the period and 2 the amplitude of each. Now when I draw this, I will do all of it and I'll start on a new page for B. There's just too much space to write on. What I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to start with a little framework which I will use to draw my final graph. What I do is I draw a little table like this, like that, in the middle of there, in the middle of there. I say a cost graph. I know my basic cost graph starts there, go through there, turn there, go to there, and start there. So this is how my cost graph looks like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit in all of these values to see where it starts and where not. Now this might seem a little bit unnecessary at this stage. However, in maths in year 12, we will start adding stuff and this whole thing will start to move up and down. Now remember, 4 is, we know that we don't have any movements up or down. So I know that this stage, this is 0. And what I'm going to start off by doing is I'm going to say A. Now remember, I'm just going to write in red what my original value is. The original one is A cos of bx. Okay, so when I say A cos bx, I'm going to say A equals 4, which means my amplitude equals 4. Because it's a positive, this is how my cost graph looks. Amplitude is 4, which means that this is 4 and this is negative 4. It goes 4 up and 4 down. The next thing that I want to check is I want to know what these values are. Now first of all, this will be the period. That's how long it takes for a graph to repeat itself. So this is the period. Okay, to find the period I say that B equals 3. Now what does B help me for? It helps you to draw the period. So I'm going to say the period equals, according to my equation, 2, I'm working in degrees, it's not 2 pi, it's going to be 360 divided by B. In other words, it's 360 degrees divided by 3, which gives us 120 degrees. That means if this starts at 0, it's going to finish at 120 degrees. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to say my critical values. CV stands for critical values. I've got critical values. I know where it starts, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So how big is each one of this? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's 120, whatever my period is, 120, always divide by 4 because there's 4 critical values. 120 divided by 4 equals 30 degrees. So what it means, it starts at 0, that's 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, and then 120 degrees. I am now ready to draw my graph. They want the graph from negative 360 to positive 360, and I need to have marks for every 120. So if I grab my ruler, or as close as a ruler as I can get, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to say we need to go to 360. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is for one graph. There's going to be 3 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to go 4 in that direction, 4 in that direction, which makes it 12 centimeters and 12 centimeters, which is a little bit much for me. So I'm just going to go and say this is 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 60, 90, 120. Okay, I'm then going to have my x-axis. Now another hint that I can give you, don't make this too big, because if you have to make huge graphs, it's going to be too small. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, let's go and we say that is a centimeter away, that's a centimeter away, and all we have to say that this is 4, and this is negative 4. And now I'm going to start there, and I'm just going to go 30 degrees, 60, 90, 120. 30, 60, 90, 120, which gives us 240. 30, 60, 90, 360 degrees, and in the same in opposite direction, 0, 30, minus 60, minus 90, minus 120, minus 30, minus 60, minus 90, minus 240, minus 30, minus 60, minus 360. Okay, so I start at 0. At 0, I start at 4. It's going to come down. It's going to turn at the next one. It's going to intercept. It's going to turn. It's going to intercept. It's going to turn. It's going to intercept. It's going to turn. It's going to intercept, turn, intercept, finish. So I can easily draw my graph, and the same in this direction. Turn, sorry, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, intercept, turn, oops, turn, intercept, finish. So then the same in the opposite direction. And there's my graph from negative 360 to positive 360. The amplitude is 4. The cos is 3. It means from 0 to 360 there's 3 graphs. 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Everything is done. I will start the B1 on the next video.